What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about the pros and the cons of testosterone and things that you should know before getting on testosterone. Now it's always a challenge for me to pronounce testosterone, so I'll just call it T. That's how everybody calls it. So these are things that you should know before going on T. The pros and the cons. So if you are a transgender individual who's trying to transition from female to male, and you are looking into getting into testosterone, then keep in mind that we don't naturally produce testosterone. So we have to put that in our bodies, right? It gets prescribed to us by our doctor, and that's something that you have to be on for the rest of your life. There are two options. You can either take them by shots or take them by gel. I am going to start doing the shots, and that's only because I don't trust myself when using the gel every day. Now, the difference between the gel and the shots is that the gel, it's actually a little better. I mean, in some ways. The gel is better because it keeps the level of testosterone even the whole time. You don't really have, I guess, what you call crashes or anything like that. Because with the shots, you feel that rush. You know, they put the shot on you, and you feel you're supposed to feel this rush, right? Like this adrenaline rush, because the level of testosterone is really skyrocket. But then it starts calming down, right? And then little by little it starts kind of leveling out. But it always starts off really high first, and then it kind of levels back down. So yes, and with the gel, you're always like this. So the testosterone stays, the same. That's what I was told by the doctor. Now, even though the gel sounds better because it keeps you very level, the bad thing about it, well, not bad, it depends on you, I guess. But the bad thing for me about the gel is that you have to put it on every single day. And you have to put it on in your body, and you have to put it on after you shower. So every time after you shower, if you shower 2 times in one day, for example, then they also don't want. Keep in mind that after you shower again, you might take some of it off, and they might not want you to put so much on again because you need to maintain a certain level of testosterone, right? So it's kind of hard to kind of keep track of that. Let's say one day I go out and I don't know, I get drunk or something, or I don't know, something might happen and then I might forget to put it on one day. I'm not sure, but that gel you need to put it on every single day. Wait for it to dry, and then you can put on your clothes and you're good to go. And because if it's wet and stuff and you touch somebody else, then you're gonna transfer that testosterone to the other person. You don't want to do that. So that's the bad thing about gel. The good thing is that it keeps everything level, right? Your testosterone level, it's good. It's just like a flat line. You don't have this any rocky stuff that goes up and down with the level of testosterone. But the downfall is that you have to apply it every single day after you shower. Wait for it to dry. Yeah. So that's that. And for the shot, the good thing is that you don't have to apply it every single day. To start off, I think you have to put the shot of T every 2 weeks, and then after time, I think it's 4 times a year, depending circumstances and how you are, but how your body reacts to it as well. But with the T injections, with that, you feel that rush. It's like a drug that they put in on you, right? Or whatever they're gonna put in your leg, your butt, whatever. But you feel that rush, but then the levels start coming down, so you start getting, I think, more symptoms of I guess some more mood swings, and you might start breaking out a little more. So there's a couple of things with that. And you have to do it by yourself. Also, you take the shot for the rest of your life, because you need to keep the flow of the testosterone in your body. Remember, we don't produce it naturally. So that's that. That's the bad thing is that you have to do it yourself. You know, that you go to the doctor, they'll show you how to do it the first time, and then from moving forward for the rest of your life, you're the one that needs to inject yourself for the rest of your life with shots. So if you're afraid of needles, good, like me, good luck. Now, moving on. Those are the differences between the gel and the shots. Now, keep in mind that since we don't naturally produce it, the fact that we're biologically female, right, having testosterone in our body obviously will cause reactions in our body, which is facial hair, change of voice, muscle mass, body's gonna change. I mean, your body's gonna change into a man. Your clitoris might get larger, right, because it's trying to grow a little penis. Fortunately, we don't have that, so it's just a clitoris that's gonna get longer. And obviously you're gonna sweat more. It's just a lot of things that are gonna change. You mean your body's gonna become into a man, right? You will not change who you are. I mean, you are who you are in the inside. So not because you feel like now you're gonna become a man, you're gonna think differently. And just remember, you are who you are already. I mean, your physical body is gonna change, but your personality is just you're you. It's gonna be the same, right? But we're gonna have a higher risk of getting breast cancer, of getting ovarian cancer, right? Because of the high level of testosterone that our body is gonna have. So make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you stay healthy, and then you will have to be checking, getting some lab work done every 3 months when you're in testosterone, because they do want to make sure that you're healthy, that there's nothing wrong, right? If you don't have bottom surgery and you're already a trans man, you still have to continue getting your pap smear every 5 years, I was told. And that might be a little uncomfortable for some of us, because I know that once you've already transitioned into becoming a man and looking like a man, you go, to the clinic, and you make your appointment for your pap, and obviously they're gonna might get a little bit confused. And just make sure you let them know, you're a transgender person, you're a trans man, and you still have to do your paps every 5 years. Yeah, so that's a couple of things to keep in mind. What else? I recommend that you guys get a really good insurance. I'm thankful to have a really good insurance. I'm about to have my first shot tomorrow. I was supposed to have it today, but I went to the pharmacy, and they didn't have testosterone. They only had the needles and everything. But at the testosterone, they had to order it, so it won't be ready until tomorrow. So I have to go back tomorrow, pick it up, and then do my stuff. For right now, this is what I got today. I only paid $10. So I got my I got my stuff right here, and my needles, some needles, yes, for a couple of days. I guess, yeah, the needles and stuff. So I got that. That's what I have right now, and I'm waiting on the testosterone they had ordered, so I'll go pick that up tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly about the symptoms yet, but I think it is important to know that before you get on this and you start taking these shots of tea, keep in mind it's something that you have to do for the rest of your life. If you stop and you feel like this is not for you anymore, you're not liking how you look, I mean, you're gonna look how you would have looked if you would have been born a male. Your body's gonna transition into whatever it's going to do. It's gonna do its own thing. So if you're not happy how you look and you're uncomfortable how people look at you, and you're doing it because you don't want people to judge you because you dress like a man. So if they see you that you look more like a man now and you talk like a man, you feel like you're not gonna get judged. And then later you find out that after transitioning you still get judged, and then you feel bad, and then you want to detransition. Don't think like that. Do this for yourself, because people are gonna judge you regardless. I know I'm gonna get judged later when I become a trans man. Why? Because they're gonna say, you're not a real man, you're still biologically a woman, you're never going to be a man, you're a disgrace. They're going to bring up a lot of stuff, but you have to be a strong individual because you're doing this for yourself, not for them. They do whatever they want with their lives. You're not getting in their life, in their personal life or their happiness, so don't let nobody get into yours, okay? So keep in mind, make sure that this is what you personally want, okay? And then once you committed, or you're sure that that's what you want to do, make sure you're committed, because once you get started on this, I've been told that there's some changes that might be permanent. So if you ever want to detransition, you don't know what's going to stay and what's going to go. Once the moment you get off testosterone, your voice might change, your voice might stay the same, deep, but maybe you start losing, maybe your facial hair stays, or maybe it just won't keep growing, or maybe your body won't change, or maybe you will lose facial hair, but your body will not change, or maybe your body changes and you have facial hair. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that stay permanent. So you're never gonna go 100% back to being a woman that you once were physically, and body wise. So really keep in mind that taking testosterone, taking tea, will increase your percentage of having ovarian cancer, breast cancer, because our body doesn't naturally produce that. We have estrogen. So keep that in mind. Yeah, take that in consideration, guys, before going on tea. Make sure if you're going to be doing the shots, you have to do that for yourself for the rest of your life. If you're doing gel, also commit to it. Just make sure you know the pros and the cons. Keep in mind that also you might not be fertile anymore. So if you're looking into having a baby and you want to carry a baby, I recommend you do it now before you move forward with this, because there's like a 50-50 chance that you might not be able to carry any kids. Keep that in mind, please. For myself, I'm not going to carry any babies. However, I do want to use my egg for my baby, so that my fiance would carry our baby. But I cannot have my hopes up, because I have a 50-50 chance where I will be infertile and my eggs will not work, and I will not be able to give the egg for my fiance, and that was, so that she could carry my baby. Okay, so keep that in mind. Make sure you really know what you want. What's in your future plans. You want to have kids. What's more important? Okay, think about that, guys. Good luck.